Hi guys, welcome back to my pregnancy updates. Today is going to be my 39-week update, and I wanted to start out by answering a question that I've had quite a few times now, and that is whether or not I plan to vlog the birth. We do plan to vlog the birth as much as we can. My husband, obviously it's kind of down to him on what he can film and then what I can edit afterwards, so who knows what we're going to get. But I don't plan anything graphic or anything like that, but just like progress, you know, like labor's happening, I've got contractions, you know, he's coming kind of thing. So we'll just see how it goes, but yeah, I just thought it would be really special that I could vlog this birth because I never have in the past. I have some really nice clips of when Caleb had just been born. Maybe I'll insert them here.
You're well and truly did it. Well
Hey,
really
hello Caleb.
Isn't that cute?
It's perfect. He's like an hour old.
Really cute. Perfect.
Well done, mummy.
Thanks.
Fraser, is he cute?
Do you like him?
It popped out.
Should we take him home?
Mommy, look, it popped out like pop, like
Hold
that.
him up.
Hey, we brought you home, Caleb. Fraser was just so into you. I mean, the present you brought him.
I think if we can get some footage of the birth and how it all went and stuff, that would be really special, because sometimes when you're actually giving birth, you're like in the zone and you can't really remember anything. And I think it would just be a really nice memory to have if I can get it. I'm also going to do some Facebook Live sessions, which I know might sound crazy, but I'm going to do a few videos on Channel Mum's Facebook page of the progress of the birth. Obviously it all depends on how the birth is going, but if it is like my previous birth, I don't see any problem with it. Probably just, hi, I'm going into labor, setting up the house, having contractions, and hopefully his safe arrival, and maybe meeting his brothers and stuff like that. So if you are interested, because some people have said, I'm checking your page every day to see if you've had the baby, but if you want to follow Channel Mum on Facebook, then you will get a notification of my Facebook Live videos, so it might be worth doing that. And I'm also going to do some pictures throughout the labour on Instagram, on Channel Mum's Instagram. I don't know whether I'm going to do it during the labour or the next day. It again just depends on how it all goes. Sorry if you can hear any outside noises. I have all the windows open, my hair up. I am so hot. Obviously in my last week of pregnancy there is like a heat wave, so I've just been this like sweaty, melting pregnant woman, and it's really not very attractive. Let's talk about the baby now. He is the size of a watermelon now. He should be about 6.5 pounds to 7 pounds and 20 inches, and in this last week or last 2 weeks, he is just literally building up a layer of fat on his body to keep him nice and warm when he comes out, but he's completely formed and ready to go, basically. Yeah, I had my 39-week midwife appointment this week. Everything was fine in terms of heartbeat. She checked he was very much head down and all of that was all good. But then when they measured my stomach and they did, like they plotted on like a growth chart, they said that they thought he was a week too small, like he almost like hadn't grown in the last week. So then they said that I needed to have an ultrasound scan in the next 48 hours and go to the hospital and have this scan. So I was like a bit worried. This is the growth chart of how they measure the baby. And he was here at 35 weeks, and then here at 37 weeks, and then on the same level at 39 weeks. So they were saying like he should keep going with the curve and have not sort of stopped, but that this midwife here could have measured really generously and this midwife here could have measured like a little bit small. So anyway, I went to the scan and they scanned me, and she said that at the moment they think he is 6 pounds 8, and he should put on ½ pound a week. So if I did go a week late with this baby, as I always do, then he should be about 7 pounds 8 at birth, which is a tiny bit more than what Caleb was. So we're not worried now. She said it's weird that my children aren't getting bigger, they seem to be getting smaller. I got a bit defensive of him. She was like, you know, he is a bit on the small side, blah, 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 if he's born on his due date. But I think they've got my due dates wrong. And I was a bit like, he's not small, like look at the size of me. In a way, I think it's really good that they are like over monitoring me and that they're being really careful so that they don't miss anything. And it was quite nice to see him again, although having now seen an ultrasound where a baby is at 39 weeks, you can barely see anything. It is just so squished up in there. All I could see was like a head and a bum. There was really no room left in there. But my midwife appointment, they also asked if I wanted to book in for a sweep on my due date, but I said no, because both of our boys previously have been exactly 6 days late. I feel a bit like, give him a chance, and if nothing happens, then maybe I'll come in just after like 41 weeks. But one, a sweep isn't gonna be that pleasant, and also I just feel like, you know, give him some time. I have this really like funny feeling of like, you know when you're about to go on holiday and you're kind of going through your head and thinking, have I packed everything? Have I remembered everything? Have I booked the taxis? Have I done this? I feel like that because I'm just waiting for the baby to come and I don't know when he's gonna come, so it's kind of just like running through my head like checklists, and every night I'm sort of like tidying up in case he comes that night. So a lot of you will know that I'm having a home birth, so my home birth kit is all set up. I was gonna like run through it with you, but I kind of did in my last vlog, so I will link that one down below. But it is basically like dust sheets with waterproof backing, towels, puppy pads, you know, hats and cardigans for the baby, and it's just really the most unglamorous kit you'll ever see. So that is all set up though and ready to go, and as I said, my hospital bag is all packed, so I'll link that down below as well. This week, because of the heat, I have just been craving so much ice lollies. I'm not even exaggerating when I say I probably eat about 4 or 5 ice lollies a day. Last weekend was also quite a hard weekend because my husband worked the whole weekend at V Festival. Every year his shops go backstage to style like the stars, and it's a really amazing weekend. You get to see all the bands and all this stuff, and I went last year and it was incredible, and I was gutted that I couldn't go this year. But he wasn't around, so it was a bit like I was a single mum for the weekend and heavily pregnant in the heat. And I feel a bit run down, like I've got a bit of a cold sore, and I feel like it was probably just because I was doing like way too much. The only other real symptoms this week have been like achy pelvis and hips. Just really hard again to roll over in bed, and just everything does feel like an effort, you know, getting up off the couch. I feel like I've been relying on my 5-year-old a lot to say, oh Fraser, could you pick that up for me? He's such a good boy, and he totally understands that I am heavily pregnant and struggling to move. Right, so I think that's everything that I wanted to share with you. Hopefully I will see you still pregnant at my 40-week update. I'd really like to go a week overdue, only because my baby is actually due on the 30th of August, and in England the school year starts from September, so I kind of think, oh, he's going to be such a young one in that year if he doesn't make it to September. If he can just wait 2 days, he will be one of the oldest in his year, and because he's my last baby, I'll be able to hold on to him for 5 years rather than 4. So selfishly, I would love for him to be a little bit late. Anyway, I'm waffling now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye. While she was here, she did a midwife check on me as well, and she measured